Hello again, this is Heero Uzuki with part 95 of my Fallout New Vegas Let's Play, the game in which, after a little sleight of hand, a touch of my incredible speech skills, some thermite, and a couple of bullets, Gamora's is now under new management, and apparently it's already going well for them. How lucky they are. So, now we got another job to do over here. Actually 2. Maybe 3, depending on how quickly I get this stuff done. Maybe. But first things first. Need to come over, hit up my stash, pull out some stealth boys. 2 of them. Maybe. Yeah, 2. Yeah, go team. Woo.
How's it going?
It's going. It's going.
Evening.
Such riveting gameplay. For what I'm about to do, it might help to have some light armor.
Move along.
I'm moving. Don't tell me what to do, robot.
Where to, partner?
The penthouse. Sorry, Gannon, I'll be right back.
Hello again.
Yes. Hello. You do not see anything. You see nothing, you hear nothing. Got that robot? Really should have had this stuff locked. And we're in the pipe. Let's get out of here now.
Lead the way. Okay. I'll do my best.
You do that. Yes. Okay, now that that's done, let's head over to the Ultra-Lux. Or go ahead and take care of a side quest over there, seeing as we're already here.
Beg your pardon, but could I trouble you to turn over your weapons?
Someone's shoulder is talking to me and asking me to give them my weapons. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, I know. You people don't believe in fun.
For the slightest inconvenience.
Oh, it's more than just the slightest inconvenience.
You have my assurance
You're taking
that
my weapons
everything
from
will be
me.
returned upon your departure. But we simply can't have anyone waving their weapons around in the hotel. It's not the atmosphere we wish to cultivate. Please.
But it sounds so fun.
Enjoy your stay. Farewell.
Beg your pardon, stranger, but I'm looking for someone. You ain't seen a young man with dark brown hair and a white hat on lately, have you?
Nope, just got here.
Ain't nobody got one darn piece of news about my boy. Not one lousy speck of information. Ain't got one Brahmin unaccounted for across a dozen ranches. But I'm here for an hour and my own son just up and disappears on me.
This is why you need to keep that kid of yours on a leash. Or in a cage.
My boy, Ted, he was right here. I didn't leave him but a minute. I told him to stay put while I talked some things over with the White Glove folks. He was never one to stay tied down to a spot, though. Gets that from his mother. Got most of my staff out looking for him now. I'd be out myself, but I keep hoping he'll show up back here. Of course, if he does that, I'll whoop him till his skinny hide turns to leather for putting me through this. But that don't mean I wouldn't be grateful. I'd be more than happy to have you. Heck, I'll hire anybody with a pair of legs and at least one good eye at this point.
There'd
be a lot of money in it for you if you can get him back to me safe. And if he ain't, you can bet I'll pay for the names of the sons of bitches responsible. I'll be here.
If you say so. Beyond the beef. Thank you.
Bitter Springs. A name like that could have only brought bad luck.
Hi.
Welcome to the Ultra-Lux. I do hope it exceeds your every expectation.
Well, you took my weapons from me at the front door, so, yeah, you guys have already taken a swing and you missed.
This again? I thought this was all settled. I answered every one of that investigator's questions to his satisfaction and gave all the help I could.
Did you?
I know our reputation hasn't always been spotless, but that's all in the past now. How some people can't get over it is beyond me. For the last time, the White Glove Society has never and will never consume human flesh for any reason. It's written in the charter.
That's not what I came here to ask about. But that is a weirdly specific thing to include in your charter, Marjorie, founder of the White Glove Society of the Ultra-Lux Casino. Tell me, has your society I don't know, maybe indulged in the consumption of human flesh?
There was an investigator who came through here last week. He'd been hired by a young man whose bride-to-be went missing during their stay here. Well, you can already guess what probably happened, can't you? It seems perfectly likely that she got cold feet and ran off.
Is that really it?
That young groom just didn't have a clue, the poor dear.
Is that really what happened?
A man? Well, then this Well, this can't be. 2 disappearances in my hotel? What will people say? I'm going to have a word
That
with my
you and
staff
your,
about
little
security
group
on the premises.
indulge in the consumption
Whether
of
these
human
people are
flesh.
found or not, our guests simply must feel safe in their own rooms. Why, yes, I think so, if he hasn't checked out yet, that is. I had our maitre d' Mortimer offer him a complimentary room for as long as it took for him to be satisfied. You see, the White Glove Society remains the very picture of courtesy, even in the face of such impolite accusations.
Is
We
that
have
right?
nothing to hide here.
Nothing. Are you sure about that?
Now, didn't I already tell you that we don't do that sort of thing? We do not engage in cannibalism here under any circumstances. Though we haven't always been the White Glove Society. There was another time, a dark time, when we went by a different name. But that's all changed now. We've evolved past such base impulses since settling into our new home. I've seen to it that those days are behind us.
That's not to say that one of your cohorts isn't interested in going back to the ways of the past, where you guys enjoyed a bit of the other white meat.
Ta-ta.
Oh, whatever. Let's move this along.
How may I be of service, sir?
A free room to an investigator.
Private investigator. Ah, yes, I remember the gentleman. This was about the missing bride. Such an awful thing. I do hope he finds her whereabouts. If I might pry, have you found something that will help his investigation?
I should just need to speak with him.
Of course, of course. Now, ordinarily, we don't give out guest information, but I think given the circumstances, he'll want to speak with you. Let's see. He hasn't checked out yet. If you head back to the hotel rooms, his will be 1 floor directly above you after you exit the lobby. I hope we can put this whole matter to rest at last.
You hope.
Indeed.
This way.
Hey!
Yeah, he's a little on the dead side.
Had enough?
Here we go.
I suppose I should try not to stir up too much trouble, so...
Had enough?
Sorry.
Maybe I should have stayed back in NCR after all.
Yeah, maybe you should have. Give me your shit.
Things are getting stranger every day. Those Legion elite troops are bad blood.
But anyway, let's look over the matchbook, shall we? Following us, scroll across the back of the matchbook. Steam room, 4 p.m. Hmm. 4 p.m. It's a little late for that right now. Well, you know what that means. It's time to play the waiting game. Everyone's favorite game. Two more hours. Dude, close the door.
Who are you? So was the man I'm supposed to be meeting here. Where is he?
He's a little, dead.
Oh my goodness me. They must know he was talking to someone on the inside. They'll be watching everyone closer now. I knew this was a mistake. Mortimer, if he realizes it was me the investigator was planning to meet, he'll have me killed. Yes, the White Glove Society strictly forbids eating humans, but we weren't always the White Glove Society.
You don't say.
Mortimer and some of the others have regressed to the old ways.
I knew
They've
it.
taken many people over the last few months, but always from Freeside or secluded places where they wouldn't be missed. It wasn't enough. Lately, they've gone for tourists here on the Strip, even in the hotel. I guess that's the hazard of a cannibal becoming a gourmet. It's hard to please a refined palate.
Yeah, I guess when you're tired of eating expensive Brahmin steaks, what are you supposed to do?
He's alive, as far as I know. They're trying to keep him fresh. Mortimer has special plans for him.
Is
The
that
White
right?
Glove Society has a banquet every night at 7. It's in our private section. Mortimer wants to reintroduce humans into our cuisine. Since eating people is a crime we punish by death, he's going to do it in secret. After everyone has eaten it, he'll tell them. With no real way to punish everyone, in Mortimer's mind anyway, their minds will be open to the idea of eating people as a delicacy.
Oh, great.
They might, but to him, the legacy of returning to the old ways is worth his own life.
Really?
I don't think he expects it, though. I don't either. Nothing is more important to the society than being on the cutting edge of New Vegas cuisine. Mortimer's idea will appeal to that need. He just has to get them over the taboo.
Where are they keeping
I don't know
Teddy
exactly.
Boy?
I wasn't in on it. I think some of them have stopped trusting me. But you can bet they're keeping him near the gourmand. Our chef, Philippe, has an obsession with fresh ingredients. It'd be back in the members-only section, so you'll have to be careful. Don't be seen, and more importantly, don't let them see Ted in the open. It's guarded both at the lobby entrance and in the access tunnels leading from the main restaurant. I could sponsor you as an honorary member. The White Gloves are always looking for people who can elevate their status.
Neat.
You'd certainly fit the bill with everything you've done around here. Otherwise, you'll have to find some way to get inside quietly. It won't be easy, and it'll be harder still to get them out. Well, they'll all be sampling pre-war wines before the meal. Maybe it's as simple as drugging them. Although that wouldn't stop any future kidnappings. You'd have to expose Mortimer, but he's going to confess anyway. What if his revelation were a lie? What if no one had eaten human flesh but him? If you could somehow replace Philippe in the kitchen and serve a convincing substitute instead, you could walk Ted right through the middle of that room after Mortimer speaks, and then he'd have some explaining to do. Philippe has been trying to approximate the taste of human flesh for years. He must have a recipe somewhere. Let's plan on meeting again as soon as... Wait, did you hear something? Were you followed?
Sorry. Thank you. You guys didn't hear anything. That way.
The Legion better watch out now. Our Rangers are gonna turn the tables around.
No, they're not. Not without my help, anyway.
How may I be of service, sir? No, not from the likes of you, I'm afraid.
Excuse
I
you.
don't think you'd have the stomach for it. Better look elsewhere. Ah, yes. I've heard that one too. Jealous people say such nasty things. I feel sorry for them. I can assure you that the only thing the White Glove Society is guilty of is preparing the tastiest cuisine you'll ever sample.
Is that so?
That is, of course, if you can afford it. My, such a popular question. I suppose it is only natural to see us and wonder what it is that makes us special.
Yes, what makes you
The
special,
White Glove
you la-di-da
Society
weaving
has only
wire
just made
enthusiast.
itself known to the public, of course. But our pedigree was established over generations. Were we always so refined? I'd be lying if I said yes. But I've always felt we were destined for a place atop modern society. And now, here we are.
Are you sure about that?
Not everyone can wear the finest clothes and eat the finest foods, obviously. That's just the reality we live in.
This reality
But
sucks.
surely we can agree that the most tasteful, sophisticated people are the most deserving. And that's what the White Glove Society is all about. You'll have to look elsewhere, I'm afraid. The whole idea of joining the White Glove Society is pure hogwash. You're either in it or you're not. There's no joining. This honorary member nonsense is just something Marjorie contrived because she's so preoccupied with image. But it's only a fad. Once it blows over, the riffraff we've temporarily inducted will be shown the door. So I wouldn't hold out hope if I were you.
It's a good thing I was actually holding out hope.
Indeed.
Welcome to the Ultra-Lux. I do hope it exceeds your every expectation.
Well, one, I feel I should remind you that you took my weaponry from me, and second, I found that investigator and he was very much dead in one of your rooms. Another strike and a miss for you.
Why, yes, of course. The White Glove Society is the most exclusive club in all of New Vegas.
Is
Perhaps
it?
the entire world.
And here I thought that was the Brotherhood of
It's
Steel.
only natural that you'd need a sponsor from within the club who can vouch for your good name. Originally, we didn't allow anyone else in, you see. Founding members only. We thought exclusivity would make us the envy of everyone who's anyone. And it has. But then I had the idea to allow honorary members. Lower in status, naturally, but it just makes people want to be us even more. And the right people could certainly do wonders for our image. Celebrities, philanthropists, we want only the very best. And you most certainly fit the bill.
Neat.
Given your deeds on the Strip alone, I can safely say that you would be a prized addition to our honorary ranks. You have my full support, and you are welcome to join us at our nightly banquets in our special section of the Gourmand. I hope to see you there.
I'm sure you do.
Ta-ta!
No, there's no reason to drug the wine.
How may I be of service, sir? No, not...
I'm pretty sure he was supposed to, you know, ask for help with the the other white meat. Well, no matter. If that's how he wants to play it, then fine. You saw nothing, you heard nothing. Working hard or hardly working, guys?
Why are you standing still? Do you think the world waits for you while you stand there drooling? Get back out there and get to work.
Excuse you?
Oh, really? So despite your filthy face and your vacant expression and your complete lack of human dignity, you're telling me you're not a server?
Exactly.
What kind of harebrained fucking psychobabble bullshit is that? I yell at people because I like yelling at people.
At least
and
he's
because
honest.
they fucking deserve it. Not because Mumsy and Daddykins didn't hug me enough. Oh, I see how it is. You think because my father walked out on us when I was 5, now I have to yell at people. Or because my mother was a deranged chem fiend who regularly brought strange men home who told me to call them uncle. Or because my sisters would lock me in a shipping crate when they didn't want me around. And my brother... God, I'd forgotten about that. How could they do that to me? I can't stay here. I need to be alone. Forget about the fucking banquet. You know what? You can do it. You be the star chef. Take my recipes.
Neat.
It won't fill the hole, though. Just remember that. You'll always feel empty.
Okay, well, this ended up getting a lot more personal than I intended for it to. I'm so sorry about that. But anyway, what are we doing? Right, I guess saving a kid. You didn't see that exchange, right? It's not a loss of karma. It doesn't belong to anyone. You stay in here for now. Everything necessary to cook a meal is here at your disposal, as long as Felipe isn't there to stop you. Survival of 75 or higher required to improvise a meal using no recipe. Intelligence 6 or higher and a recipe required to cook following the recipe. Use the intercom to call in the head waiter. As long as I make sure to make myself scarce.
How may I assist? But no one is in their chairs yet. Surely we should... Oh.
Oh, right. I need to wait until 7. I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, now we play the waiting game. Again. Whoa. Is it 7 o'clock yet? How about now? And now? Now. Almost. There we go.
How may I assist? At once.
Come on, Gannon, make yourself scarce.
If Caesar's dead, why ain't the NCR taking care of regular folks yet?
Okay, I'll do my best.
Shush! Just shush! Shush!
My daddy's gonna kill all you bastards once he finds out what you done to me.
I think you've got me mistaken for somebody else.
My daddy sent you? God damn it. I almost died in here. What the hell took you so long? It's just one damn hotel. Who did this to me anyway?
Rat.
They hit me over the head before I got a look at them. What in the Sam hell? Eat me? What kind of sick bastards would eat a person?
Cannibals.
I'll tell you what. As soon as I'm out of here, and my daddy knows the story, you can bet there ain't gonna be no white hat society no more. To hell with that. You've seen those freaks. They dress the same, talk the same. You can bet they all eat the same too. They deserve what my daddy's gonna have coming for them. All right. But there's gonna be some justice one way or another. I'll see to that.
Don't worry.
Let's go. I'll be right behind you.
Good to know he's so compliant.
He's trying to escape. You, what do you think you're doing?
Let me move the kid. Thinks one of us might betray him.
First he's too trusting, now he doesn't trust any of us. It addles the senses.
Sorry.
I suppose caution is the desirable course at this point. It's all of our necks if something goes afoul.
Good to know that you see reason. Sort of. Let's go ahead and take off my helmet real quick. Oh, right. We need to go the other way. Wait for me, please. Please do not question me. Do not question what I'm doing.
I know I'm not the scheduled speaker, but I have a few words, if I may. There was a time, not so long ago, when we were bound together not as members, but as family, as a clan. And when Mr. House came to us with his proposal, we accepted, knowing we stood to gain much. Little did we know how much we'd lose in the process. As a society, we've endeavored to sample the finest food and drink the world has to offer. But we are living a lie. There is a meat sweeter than the most corn-fed livestock. Most of you have tasted it. All of you have coveted it.
Do you now?
Among us,
is it chicken?
It is a crime to discuss a return to the old ways that unified our people. Tonight, that all changes. The taboo ends. Let me finish, Marjorie. You don't know it yet, but you are all now guilty of a greater crime. One that ordinarily bears the harshest of punishments. Surely that you are all guilty warrants not only universal amnesty, but also a renewed discussion.
Does it?
For our society to be truly elite, we must dine on the most delicious, the most exclusive food known to us. And tonight, for the first time as a society, you are sampling that very dish. The meat we are forbidden to taste.
Right, because expensive ramen steaks aren't enough for you.
To be eaten. Fellow members of the White Glove Society, Bon appetit. What the? Who is this trespasser?
Just me. No one's eating the boy you kidnapped tonight.
What are you... Why is he there? Who are we eating right now?
No one.
No! These are lies. I never kidnapped anyone. And even if I did, there's no harm done. He's alive, after all.
I already said
You're
too
all
much.
hypocrites. How can you claim to be connoisseurs yet deny yourselves the greatest of all meats? I am ashamed to have once called everyone here family. This isn't over, though. I'll begin anew. The White Glove Society will never achieve the greatness of my new order. You'll all hear from me again.
Is that right?
How do you feel?
So then, Marjorie, how's it feel to know that you just dodged a bullet?
Oh my. How unfortunate. And in front of all these people, too.
A little embarrassing, isn't it?
He always was a bit of a pill, Mortimer. He was so pouty when I decided to ban eating people. And now this. I should have paid more attention to the warning signs.
Yeah, you probably should have.
Can you imagine what people would have said? Why, it would have been a complete scandal if it weren't for you.
You're right, it would have.
Ta-ta.
One job and they idolize me. How do you like that? Put the cane away. I'm kind of surprised you guys are letting him get away.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh my God. Ted, are you all right?
Quit your hollering. I'm fine.
You got me my boy back. I got no words. Now, I hope you didn't do no harm to whoever's responsible for this. I want to skin their hides myself.
Oh, you don't have to worry. He actually just went out the front door. You missed him.
Well, that does it. None of them maniacs will ever do business with Heck Gunderson long as they live. Hell, I'll put me together a damn blockade. Hit 'em where it hurts. They control the food? Well, there ain't gonna be no food. Not for anybody in this whole damn town. It's a goddamn monument to inhumanity. Let 'em starve. Biggest favor anyone's ever done this hellhole.
Now.
I don't like this place. Whole strip, really. Ever since I got here, the stink of it has flooded my nostrils. But you got a point. They're already hell-bent on depravity here. All I'd be doing is helping them along. All right. Well, I promised you I'd make it worth your while. So here you are. Try not to lose it all at the same casino.
Thank you very much. Of course, since this ended up taking a bit longer than I had intended, we're gonna go ahead and stop here. No third quest to go along with this. I know, it breaks your heart, doesn't it? But there's always next time. In the meantime, thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, then consider hitting the like button, the subscribe button, leaving a comment, and hitting that bell to stay updated with more videos from me. With that, this is Heero Uzuki, signing off. This is one of the biggest problems with the post-apocalypse. Everybody is suddenly feeling the need to chow down on each other. Can't we just have chicken? Or beef? That doesn't go out of style. It still tastes great. Human meat is tough and flavorless, apparently. Let's just eat more cow and chicken.